Hello, my name is Mark Monlux, and you have joined us for another episode of Epic Sketch Time. Epic Sketch Time meets once a week. Right now, we're meeting at 4:30 on Tuesdays Pacific Time. Please contact me for an update on those times. They change occasionally. And so I live in Tacoma, Washington. Epic Sketch Time has been going on now for about 6 years, well before the pandemic. And today I'm going to be working on some calendar illustrations. Let's go by appearance. Bill, say who you are, and what you're working on, and then we'll go over to Janie and then Roger.
I am Bill Morse. I'm a freelance illustrator and cartoonist in Seattle, Washington, and I also do an online webcomic called Rhapsodies, and currently I am doing some doodles and sketches, brainstorming for said comic.
I'm Janie Tresler, and I'm a children's book author and illustrator in Texas, and I'm working on some character sketches for a graphic novel today.
Cool.
Roger, you're next.
Hi there, this is Roger. I'm in Spokane, Washington. Not sure what I'm working on today. Thanks.
And Belkin, if you feel like saying who you are and where you're from, just open up your mic and tell us.
Hi, my name is Belgin. I am a very beginner drawer. I will say like that because I just started to draw, and I saw this class or this meeting in Eventbrite. Therefore, I decided to attend. Maybe I could learn something. I am going to work on my picture. I found a picture and I will try to draw that picture to my sketchbook.
Fun stuff. Hey, if anybody wants me to share a screen, let me know and I'll allow for a screen share. Otherwise, feel free to hold your images up. I need to quickly check the other room. I'll be right back.
So I have a question to you, Bill.
Yeah.
Regarding the newest issue of Pen Stuff.
Yeah, it came out about 2 weeks ago. You still aren't getting them?
No, I got it as a PDF download. Is that the way you guys are going to do it? And that's okay.
No, that the download is the PDF is an extra thing that they're putting on Facebook. That you should have been getting the mailing.
No, I haven't. Oh well.
I'll look into that. But you have sent her the address to the mailing list, right?
Yes, a long time ago. I haven't done it.
I get it.
Bill, why don't you get his mailing address from him now and confirm that Maureen has the correct one?
Right. Yeah. Could you put that on the chat? Roger.
It doesn't matter if it comes out as a PDF. That's fine. Then I can print it out myself down the road. You know.
Yeah, but if you paid your dues, you should be getting one. I have to frequently get them if you don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a case of that. I want to be sure that your address is on our mailing list, if that's the only problem.
All righty. There we go.
So I got a call yesterday. I get them a couple of times a month from a potential client wanting to know how much I charge for children's books. And again, it's a vanity project, so I sent
Hope you said a lot.
I get that so often that I've actually put together a form of what, okay, this is my fee for a starting point for 20 pages and for the front cover and for the back cover. And this is the amount of stages of revisions, and this is the payment schedule, and this is the length of time it'll typically take me. And I usually include a sample illustration of my artwork, because a lot of times they just have my name. They've never even seen my artwork. And if they're looking for something like a superhero cartoonist, I'm not going to be their guy. If they're looking for realism, I'm not their guy. But so you say you get that a lot too, Janie?
Not so much anymore. I have a little form that tells them I only work for traditional publishers, and tell them congratulations that they don't really need to find their own illustrator, that the publisher really likes to find the illustrator themselves. So I just have a little kind of boilerplate thing. I try to phrase it nicely, but they usually don't have a whole lot of idea of what's involved, as you found. So yeah, I get that.
The this one was actually the client is the Vanity Press producer. They make the books for the people who want the vanity books done. So they know exactly what's happening with the needs. But I'm kind of hoping it comes through. I just did a whole series of book illustrations for another client, and that kept me pretty busy for a while, and I just finished up with that. And it was by far the funnest project I've worked on in over 2 years. It just a hoot.
That sounds awesome.
And
it's also cool. I finally joined the Society of Children's Book Illustrators and Writers. So,
Well, welcome aboard. I'm trying to get into the National Cartoonist Society, so there you go.
cool.
I'm a member of both of those organizations.
Well, there you go. You win.
I'm really grateful to hear that you're trying to get into NCS.
You know, here's the deal. It's been a lifelong thing, but every single time that I've been about to join, I mean, seriously, the letters of recommendation I sent were from like 2014. Every time something god awful happens in my life, like where it just becomes a moot point. So I kind of like took my life in my hands in the middle of a pandemic to even try to join again, but we'll see what they say.
Well, I'm sure they just got through, I believe they revised their application standards, and I don't think do they still require letters of recommendation?
They said they didn't, but it doesn't hurt, that it helps. So I had to choose from like 3 different times of letters. So I just used the ones from the last one where I was going to and disaster struck.
Yes, it's only within the last 3 years that the NCS have really changed over technology-wise. Most of the voting for the awards and things are now done electronically. which is a very good thing. So I was at 2 years ago when we did it, we were able to get together at Brian Bassett's house, and we all sat down on a bunch of laptops and did them all at the same time together and just made a big party out of it.
For the awards or for the memberships?
No, for voting on the awards. Not. So there's a different committee that overviews the memberships, which I'm not party to. I am keeping an eye out for Stowe. He just sent me a text saying that he was dealing with his kids at the moment. Both of his kids are teenagers. One's a senior, and the other one is, I think, 2 years behind them, so they're both in high school. I can't imagine what a joy that's been for them this year.
The little hints that he drops in his cartoons are enough. I mean, it's bad enough toughing it out by myself.
Now, when the shelter in place started, he started a shelter in place comic, but that only lasted about 2 weeks, and then he got completely sidetracked by was it a show on Showtime? What was the one about the tigers?
Tiger King?
Yeah, Tiger King. His strip for about 3 in a row became all about the Tiger King, and he realized he kind of derailed himself, and he was.
When I was doing my locked-in story, I only did one joke about Tiger King. But I think the main thing was he kind of quit doing the lockdown jokes for the same reason I did. It was after about a month of them, they got depressing. And
What is it like where y'all are as far as the numbers right now?
it's getting a little better. We're in the dark. I mean, maybe it's because we got hit along with New York, we got hit first, that we've been properly cautious about it. So as far as the county map is concerned, we're down to dark orange. Not that that's a huge improvement, but generally, at least where I am, everybody's smart about the masks. So, and
Wish they were here.
I've seen some of the Karen videos. You have my condolences.
Yeah. I'll say pandemic and otherwise, I live in the red.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've been going to the urgent care on a fairly frequent basis, and the medical teams there are doing their best to do screening and everything. My wife had an emergency gallbladder removal procedure before the new year, and they had just lightened up to the point where one person can come in and visit with them. Meanwhile, my friend Daniel, who's in New Jersey, if you go in to visit with a person, if you leave for whatever reason, they won't let you back in the hospital. So,
Well, I just dropped my husband off at the ER. It's like, I'll come back and get you. I ain't even trying. So,
yeah, I have a day procedure tomorrow. My wife's going to drop me off and probably come and get me when I'm all nice and groggy. So.
Oh, and hello. Long time no see.
Hello, Pat.
It's been a while. I hope all of you are doing well.
Pat, why don't you tell us what part of the country you're in and what project you're working on today?
Well, I hail from southeastern Pennsylvania, about 45 minutes outside of Philadelphia, PA. And I'm just going to be doing some random sketching tonight. No particular project, no deadline, no commission, just free-form sketching.
Sounds good.
So I found out that today was National or it's Gourmet Coffee Today.
Oh.
But I also found out that it was Popcorn Day, and I wish I had known that. I would have preferred drawing popcorn over coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow is National Cheese Lovers Day.
Oh, that was one that appeals to me.
So I've been drawing a picture for each day of the year, and this is for Rubber Ducky Day.
That came out well.
The simple cartoons and Dress Up Your Pet Day.
Oh,
And this is what I came up with for Gourmet Coffee Day.
mm.
I think it was only a week ago. Yeah, a week ago it was Hot Tea Day.
Nice.
This is what I came up with for Gourmet Coffee Day.
I'm tempted to start doing that. I'm in the trying to think of a new challenge that's for cranking out Instagram material.
Maybe you should do something instead of a challenge. Maybe you should do a project.
I'm sort of doing that. For example, I just did a.
Well, I mean, like what Stan Brown did, sort of like a little storyline type thing.
That might work because I actually was encouraged to dust off an urban fantasy idea that I've been playing with. Another thing, see what you all think, I also just was playing around with a deliberately bad joke that I think would work as a t-shirt or sticker. See what you all think. It's technically all done. I'm debating whether it needs shading or not, but at the moment I don't think it does.
I like it.
Oh, can you hold it? Oh, there we go. I see it. Ah. Oh, that's cute. Though I think either your outline around on the
Yeah.
I think it should extend a little farther around, make that line thicker. I mean, not from the central point of where the line lasts now, that,
Right.
but you know, put something underneath that layer and thicken up the line to make it a little bit bolder, because that either that or get rid of that line altogether, because the white would look fine on the blue.
Let me play. I mean, this is the thickness is an easy fix.
Oh yeah, but see, you're thickening it from the center of where the plot point is, and so that fills it in on. Okay, so here's your plot point, and by thickening your line, you're thickening it on both sides.
Right.
Whereas if you put it on a layer underneath it, when you thicken up the line, it will only appear on the outside, not on the inside.
Right.
I actually think you were, I think you were right, Mark, with doing it with no line.
Yeah, see, oh yeah, that looks great.
That looks a lot better.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick one, but considering the season, it was one of those bad puns I couldn't get out of my system.
Well, you might have to save it for another 4 years. But, oh, let's see. I'm looking for, yeah, Sticker Mule is doing a die cut magnet sale right now where you can get 50 die cut magnets for 29 bucks
I have
with
a
free
few,
shipping.
I have a few designs that I think I could finish in time for that. I had a rhinoceros picture that I thought had possibilities. This one here.
Oh yeah, that's great. I think that'd make a terrific magnet or sticker.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would make a really good holographic sticker.
Okay.
But my wife has cut me off. She told me no more getting stickers and magnets printed until the convention halls open back up again. Because I haven't been selling. I've only made one batch sale online during this entire time, as far as stickers go.
Yeah, I know. I've been sort of starting to try and work slowly but surely building up my inventory, but even so, I did sell another sticker on Redbubble the other day.
So, Pat, I don't think you've seen it, but this is what my last pet portrait looked like.
Nice.
I was doing pet portraits all through October. And so this was the last commission I did, just in time for Christmas.
Very nice.
Are you drawing on your screen, Pat, or what are you working on right now? Just some.
Yeah, I should ask because I wasn't sure. I haven't done a Zoom like this before. If I click on share my screen, does that take over everyone's screen, or will it just replace my screen with what I'm working on?
It depends on how the receiver has it set up.
Okay.
If some people will have a Brady Bunch situation where everybody's up there, some people like me will have two monitors, in which case I have the Brady Bunch up here and the speaker mode down here. Other people, there's the speaker mode and everybody else. Basically, when you screen share, you take over the speaker mode, wherever that window is. So, but yes, your face goes away and the artwork replaces it.
So do you see my face or do you see my artwork?
Actually, because I have two monitors, I see both your face and the artwork.
Oh, there you go.
But somebody like Bill, who only has one monitor, he's probably only seeing the artwork. Am I right, Bill?
I'm seeing the artwork, but everybody's Brady Bunch things are pushed to the left.
I see. So I'm hogging your screen?
Well, fortunately, I'm working on my iPad at the moment, but
Me too. At home, I have 2 monitors, but y'all, I drove 67 miles to get to my studio because I didn't want y'all to see me at home the first time.
You drove over an hour. That's so nice.
I love being here, though, so, you know.
That is one heck of a commute. I mean, I know that text is spread out, but still.
I bought the building. I'm upstairs in a loft. Downstairs, it's a huge building that I use for music. And I before the pandemic, everybody came to do music. But now it's just me and my art.
Well, based on what I can see, it looks like a fairly nice work area.
It's nice. I've got my let's see how this works. I got my desk, drawing table desk set up here. Have a place to brainstorm and stuff over there. There's a dollhouse I'm working on. Table in the middle. I can work on my iPad and stuff. That's my little free library I just got for Christmas. I'm about to paint. There's some paint. I kind of paint and do crafts over there, and just all my junk.
Well, that's a wonderful studio space.
Thank you. I had this building for 2 years before I thought, I really don't need that space up there for storage. It just sat empty. I thought, I'm taking it over. So this is what it is now.
How is it in the summertime?
Oh, it's fine. It's air conditioned. Everything's air conditioned, and it's good. In fact, I have a wall here we just built to cover the air conditioner.
Well, I can do a little, my camera is free of my computer, so I can show you my office. This is my desktop situation with you guys there. As you can see, there's the main picture, and there's the Brady Bunch. And then these are some vintage paperbacks from the 30s, 40s, and 50s with lurid covers. My door to the living room, my wind-up toy collection, reference books, cookie jars, my work table. The wooden box used to be an old light table. Now I have an electronic light table on top of it. Here's another drawing table that I just mainly use for storage for piling current projects on. Let's see. Got a storage closet in the room, a little 8.5 by 11 storage unit thing. More CDs, window outside.
It's still daylight there.
Oh, yeah. Another more bookshelves, and where I keep my computer, my telephone and stuff, and then storage cabinet in the corner over there. Filing cabinet for my invoices. It's a small room. It's only then my window to the front porch. It's about, I would say, 12 by 12, 10 by 12. So just by scooting my chair around, I typically don't have to get up.
I think mine is 14 by 16 or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good with that, with math. I became an artist, and then I found out there was math. I felt cheated. It was a trick.
I see Roger's kind of panning around on his computer.
Oh, yeah.
See your desktop. Lots of paper. Reams and reams.
That looks familiar.
More paper.
It's more animation rack once I do the animation. My chair, keyboard. Here's my camera setup on this computer, paper, cardboard, and then the camera goes through the hole. There. Ta-da!
That's a really good setup.
I think so. Works too.
Well, next week, if I'm at home, I won't show you my studio space at home. Yeah, I keep it neat here. I don't keep it neat at home.
I'm not participating in the sharing for the same reasons.
Okay, get it. I totally get it.
I regrettably, if there's a dictionary entry to cliche bachelor, my picture would probably be on it.
Bill, do you want to promote any graphic artist guild events that are happening this week?
Oh, I'm not aware of anything. Let me take a look.
Oh, isn't Hayden doing something? Or was that today?
That's tomorrow. It's the about what comes after WordPress.
Yeah, life after WordPress.
And since I'm still a very devout WordPress user, I hadn't thought much of it. And
is there anything else scheduled for this week?
Looking now, though, oh, here we go. Looks like it appears that that's it. Other things that though on other groups, one thing I always like to recommend, if anybody's familiar with the illustration department.
Tell us about the illustration department.
Illustration department it started out as a blog that I'm forgetting his last name right now, Giuseppe runs, where he's interviewing lots of illustrators, and they also have an online forum which is very useful. But what I'm specifically plugging is every Thursday evening they also have a free critique group. So that's.
He used to be at Sterling, right?
Hmm?
He was at Sterling, right?
So yeah.
I think he was the art director when I had a Sterling book done. I can't remember.
Yeah, I forgot which specific company it was as well. I mean, but he's generally a nice guy and is very good with the feedback.
Look at it.
And in the long term, my other group, Cartoonist Northwest, will be having their monthly drink and draw next Thursday. By next Thursday, I mean the 28th.
And that'll be at what time, Bill?
I believe I have it down for 6:30, but the way my memory works, let me double check.
Hello, Katie, welcome.
Hi.
So what is your drawing challenge that you're doing today?
Well, another artist challenged me to draw him, and this will be my final challenge of drawing other people. I am not a portrait artist, I've decided, but I don't know if you've seen the ones I've already posted.
I've been loving them. Whenever I get someone who wants me to draw them for free, I have fun. don't pay attention to a lot of the rules and just figure, okay, now's the time for me to experiment.
I did enjoy drawing the apocalyptic hamster for Travis Bundy. That was more my speed, you know. That was more enjoyable for me.
I'm getting a package from Travis tomorrow.
Oh.
And I'm looking forward to it. It's well, he had a bunch of music CDs that he's getting married again, but so these are from his previous marriage, and he doesn't really listen to the music anymore that he used to listen to during his marriage because, you know, whatever associations, what have you. And he was saying, okay, first one that raises their hands and send me $20. I'm sending you, I got this case filled with about 40 CDs. And I was just kind of curious to see what music he had, so.
Bill, I was wrong. Giuseppe was with Penguin Random House and Simon Schuster.
Oh, cool.
Can someone remind me what the tap command is for deleting everything on a layer?
For Patreon?
No, for
Procreate, right.
For Procreate. There's a tap command.
I don't know about a tap command. I generally just use the sweep and cut.
Or if it's on the layer, did you say Procreate?
Yes.
Then in the layers, you swipe from the right to the left and hit delete on that layer.
Right from the right to the left, and then just, oh, won't that delete the layer?
Yeah, you can just delete, or there might be a clear even.
Let's see, I got lock, duplicate, and delete, but then I have to recreate the layer.
Or you can just, oh shoot, I don't know. If you click the layer on the left, pop-up is a clear.
Let's see. Oh, that's it. That's what I was looking for. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I knew it was in there somewhere, and it's something I want to start using. So I'm curious, what's your favorite command that you do all the time in Procreate?
Well, I just recently discovered when you're in the layers, I just now realized the way to group them. I didn't know how to do that before. I don't know if it was new or if I just didn't get it. Where you click it and then swipe from left to right on the ones under it and then hit group. I didn't know how to do that.
I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, I was dragging and pushing,
Yeah.
and it's really hard. If you click the layer you want and then you swipe from left to right on all the layers that you want in that group, then up at the top on the right, there'll be a thing that says group. And I'm very excited to find that. So it's a lot easier than trying to drag those layers.
Cool. I may or may not have done that by accident a few times, but I don't. I know I've done it by accident with the organize, because it kind of works the same way with the organizing area, not on with layers, but with the documents.
Oh yeah. In the stacks.
Yes.
I've accidentally stacked too.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I want to see how to do the grouping here, I got 2 layers.
So
I
you select one of them. Just click it.
I selected the top layer.
Okay, now the one underneath it, go from left to right. Swipe from left to right.
Left to right.
And then up at the top, there'll be a thing that says group.
What happened?
Oh, cool, it worked.
Yeah, cool, right?
Oh, there we go.
And you can swipe a bunch of them that way.
Nice.
Yeah, I was really happy to discover that.
Because I love to group things, because once you group things and then you go and select the group, you can move everything in that group when you select it and move it around and resize it.
Or make it transparent. If
Oh,
you
really?
I've never been able to do that. It's gotten to the point where I frequently put a white layer on the top of the group, and
no, once you do that, click on the group part of the layer. So like you have your here, say it's a 3-layer like this, and this one says group, and these are the 2 layers in it.
yes.
Click on this, then there'll be a little box over here you can click to turn off. You can click the transparent box on that so that it disappears. It's invisible.
Oh, I see that you can make it invisible. Well, I think what Bill was wondering is he's getting that confused with opacity.
Oh, I don't know.
No, opacity doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, because the best workaround I've come across, I've had for that is what I just said with the white layer.
Yeah, and I have done that. Yeah, you can't really change the. Yeah. Sorry, I meant visibility. So
Now I have at times gone in and selected a group, copied it, merged it, then made that object as either black or white so that I could then put that as a way of creating a mask without doing the whole mask thing, because I don't want to have to redraw the whole mask.
I'm gonna turn my heater on. Y'all let me know if the sound is annoying. I'll mute.
No, it does. I'm not hearing it. Does anyone else hear it?
The only noise I hear is some construction outside.
Okay.
No, his place, not your place. So he's
Okay.
How goes that construction, Bill?
They're nearly done, or at least finished as far as heavy machinery is concerned. Yeah, they've brought in the crane. Well, not the crane, but the crane structure that they have the platform on. But for the most part, it's definitely in the home stretch.
Is everything enclosed over there? Or is it still?
It's pretty much enclosed.
So I'm told that there's another way to access opacity other than, I know there's a way to get to it through the main menu up at the top. And then I know, of course, you can click on the N on the layer and that'll bring up your opacity. But I thought that there was a tap command for pulling up opacity, but I can't remember it.
I thought they took the menu opacity away. Where is that? Because that's what I really liked, and I can't find it in the new.
The opacity? Okay.
Yeah.
So select your layer that you want to have your opacity treated on.
Uh-huh.
And right next to the checkbox on the right, there's a little.
No, I mean on the menu one. Like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that went to either. Hang on, I'm about to answer this call.
Yeah, but I love how it's affected my workflow with everything. It's sort of like I was originally getting picked up iPad because it's cheaper than a Cintiq. And
Well, I did my last 3 books with Scholastic entirely on the iPad, so that was pretty exciting. It was great. It made it so much better.
No, I keep getting blown away just how much I can do on the professional level with it. I mean, there's a few times where I get frustrated with the coloring, with the whole microscopic crack in your line work, so that I still go back and forth between Procreate and Clip Studio Paint.
Oh yeah, because depending on which tool you use, like the 6B pencil, it's almost impossible to get it to where you can just flow the color in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so frequently, especially when I'm having a piece that has a lot of detail, I'll frequently just do the pen and the inking on Procreate and move it over to Clip Studio.
I haven't had that problem with any of the ink things, just like the pencils.
Yeah.
I
mean,
so far.
The worst one I had was for something with a really, really, really complex background. But beyond that, it really depends on the piece.
I have been going through that whole menu and I cannot find opacity anywhere in that menu anymore.
I think they took it off.
Yeah, they must have done that when they added the halftone command or one of these. There are all these new things that I haven't even messed with. Like the whole gradient map. I haven't even bothered with that.
I haven't played with it yet either.
Oh, me neither. I mean, I still pretty much do the two tones and use Gaussian blur trick that they recommended for the in the first iteration.
But what they have marked here as curves is actually control what's called color levels inside Photoshop, where you can go in and
Where is it?
okay, if you go into adjustments,
Okay.
type on curves, select layer, and at the bottom you'll see that you have your choice of gamma, red.
I gotcha. You know that what I thought you were talking about is that the color variability, and I found that on here on the newest thing, and then I lost it again.
Oh,
So, like,
where you could just do the hue. That's hue and saturation, isn't it?
but I mean on your color that you're drawing with at the time, so that it varies itself up
Oh,
while you're drawing. Because like I use that when I use Painter, and I loved that feature, and so it sort of got it on here, but I lost it again.
Oh,
I think that might be on.
I think it's on each individual brush that you're using. I think you change it on the brush, I think.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into messing around with brushes. So many new tools to play with. But if you like sharing tips, Bill and I belong to a Facebook group called Procreate Party.
Oh, let me write that down.
If I'll send you. You can find me on Facebook. It's Mark Monlux, and just send me a message, and I'll send you a link to invite you in.
Okay, great. That's awesome.
It's mainly about a year or so ago. Bill, did you get a tablet before me, or?
you got it before me, I think. Within about, I think you had yours about 3 months before I finally gave in,
and some of my friends bought theirs about 6 months or a year before me. And there's this other group that we do called Freelance Fandango, and it's on Mondays from 11 to 1 o'clock. And we used to meet in person, and we were all sharing our tips then. And then we decided, oh, let's just do this on a Facebook group. That'd be a lot of fun. And then COVID hit, but now we're Freelance Fandango went digital. And so yeah, if this is not enough for you.
Well, you know, I just stumbled on this like in the wee hours of the morning. I've been doing the same thing with writers. Of course, we turn off our volume because everybody's writing. But doing writing sprints, and that's been really helpful. And I thought, well, I saw this and I thought, I'm gonna do this, you know, I'm gonna try this. So Pat, that looks awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, Freelance Fandango is basically the same thing as this, but the conversation typically goes to, you know, contracts and licensing, and I need some business advice on this. And it's open to writers, illustrators, photographers, any type of creative.
Oh, that's good.
So do you, is your writing group associated with the National, the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators?
No, it's a group of Canadians mostly. No, it's called, wait, hang on, I'll tell you what it's called.
And yet they let you in. How nice of them. Creative
Academy, I think it's called. And it's I love it. And then like tonight, there's a motivation and accountability meeting that they have every Tuesday night. So after I get home, I'll be doing that.
That sounds really nice.
It is. I like it a lot. I don't know why just other people doing the same thing you're doing helps, but it does.
Mark,
Yes.
do you mind if I leave early?
No,
And
you can come and go whenever you want to. Can you
I
come
know
here?
I know all of you are masters and I am a beginner, but I want to show my my drawing maybe.
Oh, that's
Hey,
great.
nice.
I love the wings. I also love his shorts. I think it's
I wanted some shading, but I think I don't know how to do it yet, especially in human body, because you should know the muscles and other things. I think I leave it like this.
I think that looks great.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Very
Okay.
nice job.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you all. Maybe I will participate next time.
Oh,
Okay.
I hope to see you then.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, Bill, I won't be available for a phone call tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, I'm kind of stuck regarding Illustrator department. I'm going to email her about joining the Thursday chat. What kind of quick illustration can I do right now to send to her, maybe?
For the which group is this that you're doing on Thursday?
The one that Bill was talking about. Illustrator department.
Oh, just a second.
So what kind of quickie sketch can I show them, maybe?
Essentially, oops, wrong one.
No, he wants to know what he should draw to email to them.
Just a quickie, yeah.
It's pretty much anything, I guess, but it's, wait a minute, here's,
Can it be in black and white sketch, or should it have to be color?
it could be anything.
Do you think they'll like my stuff, my style?
Who can say? There's quite a variety.
Okay.
And my alarm just hit, folks. It is 5:30. I want to thank everybody for joining us. You've managed to waste yet another hour fiddling with everybody else. Thank you for joining me at Epic Sketch Time. Oh, let's say, those are great character sketches.
Thank you.
Nice.
Well, thanks for letting me come play, y'all.
Pleasure.
Hope to see you next week.
Mhm.
Bye, Roger. Good to see you. Bye, Bill.
Bye.
Bye, Pat. Nice to see you again. See you next
Bye-bye.
week, Katie.
Bye.